Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
2 years ago, President Barack Obama claimed, against the approval of Congress, that he had the authority to sign an executive action to protect 5 million undocumented people within the United States.
Unfortunately, Republicans in the House of Representatives refused to allow a simple yes or no vote on that bill. So, I was left with little choice but to take steps within my existing authority to make our immigration system smarter, fairer, and more just.
What is it that the elites are telling us? They're telling us that when we take this 1 million immigrants, that we somehow or another are tackling world poverty. And we have to do it regardless of the effect on our unemployed, the working poor, the most vulnerable members of our society, regardless of the effect on our natural resources. Even if we went by the most radical proposals in Washington, which are to actually double our immigration to 2 million a year, which would totally overwhelm our physical, natural, and social infrastructures, we couldn't make a noticeable difference. And we may be really hurting the impoverished people of the world, because the million that we do take are among the most energetic, often the better educated, certainly the most dissatisfied people that, if they did not immigrate, would be the agents for change to improve the lot of all the people in these countries.
This summer, the Supreme Court blocked Obama's deferred action program known as DAPA, but that hasn't stopped the waves of non-naturalized illegal aliens from flooding into the United States, as the Democrats' reckless agenda wants to increase the number of refugees into the United States to at least 110,000 in 2017, an agenda that mirrors the lunacy transpiring in Europe, where Sweden is now reintegrating ISIS fighters into their country, offering them free driver's licenses under the assumption that Islamic radicals require compassion to assimilate into the Swedes' socialist society. This is exactly the kind of response we can expect from Hillary Clinton if she becomes president, after colluding with Obama to destabilize the Middle East. If the displacement and open radical Islamic jihad through migration appears to be some kind of natural development, take into account former chairman of the U.S. House Intelligence Committee, Pete Hoekstra's research. Hoekstra told Breitbart, when this president and Hillary Clinton took over the government, there were roughly 3,300 people per year who were losing their lives as a result of radical jihadism. Today, that number is approaching almost 30,000 people per year. Iraq is a failed state. Syria is a failed state. Yemen is a failed state. Libya is a failed state. And Afghanistan is a failed state. Even the United Nations numbers show that the world is moving at an all-time high, claiming that 65.3 million people are displaced, that every minute 24 people become displaced. And the vetting process is a joke. The Daily Caller reported in a private 2013 speech, Hillary Clinton worried about the risks of jihadists entering Jordan with legitimate refugees because they can't possibly vet all those refugees. Regardless, Clinton wants to bring in 55,000 Syrian refugees annually under her regime. Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department has neglected to separate Jabhat Fateh al-Sham, formerly known as al-Nusra, from the supposed moderate rebel groups fighting in Syria despite repeated promises to do so, essentially protecting ISIS. If the administration is capable of protecting ISIS in hostile territory, how far will a Clinton administration go to flood the United States with jihadists, plummeting the United States into chaos, pushing the United States towards martial law in order to corral U.S. citizens into globally controlled megacities? Don't kid yourself. UN Agenda 2030 is the future under a Hillary Clinton administration. It's all there in black and white. All you have to do is read it for yourself. John Bound for Infowars.com.
symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out on 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty.